Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Very good morning to you. Thank God it's Friday. I'm looking forward to the great weekend. In fact, I'm already in the holiday mood. The weekend doesn't seem to give any kind of surprise today, but during the Saturday, Sunday time period, I think it's a high risk period because we have a lot of volatile things that are up in the air right now, like the Iran situation, the Venezuela situation. And of course, because of all of these things, people have forgotten about the Russia-Ukraine issue, the Middle East problems. It's not like those things have gone off. But I think in an attempt to bury the Epstein issue, a whole lot of things have been stirred up unnecessarily. And it's like Steve Bannon said, flood the zone with BS and everything will be okay. So that's exactly what has been done to perfection, in my opinion. And the stock market, I think, understands all of this. That's why it doesn't take much of a note of anything that is happening. So I'm starting to think that probably the stock market is right in doing what it does because it's not getting into the sway of all these things. And maybe that's the way we should look at it purely from a technical perspective, regardless of the political and geopolitical undertones that we see out there. So having said that, let's go on and have a look at S&P 500 futures, which seem to be up almost 0.15% this morning. That could be some kind of rotation back into tech because NASDAQ is up 0.47. So NASDAQ futures are up 0.47%. So money is probably moving back into tech, and that will show up in semiconductor chips and technology being much stronger during the day. Dollar index is giving up its gains, and the VIX is also down a little bit. But we were much lower when I started preparing for this morning's session. And you see a green candle which says that we have come up from 15.41 all the way up to 15.77. We are just half a percentage point away from reaching yesterday's closing. So volatility is definitely on the rise. Let us see how the investors feel about leaving money on the table for the weekend. If they get a bit jittery, then the probabilities are that they'll start withdrawing the money, which could show a lot of sales happening, and mix will go up and the indices will come down. Let us see how it goes. But look at gold. Gold is coming back into the parallel channel. I wouldn't be worried as yet about gold because we have not yet confirmed this as a resistance again. It's kind of wishy-washy right now. It's neither a support nor a resistance. So I think that there's a good chance that we can go back up again. But at the same time, I'm thinking that there is a probability that we would come to test the support out here. Ideally, I would like us to come back and test the support and then bounce back up, in which case I'll be confident to buy. Right now, I'm not confident to buy. I'll wait and watch. I've already got some gold yesterday. I took profits, and I still have around 75% of the gold. So I'll be doing dollar cost averaging as we come closer to this green line. If we do not come closer to the green line and we start going up, then I'm just going to hold on to my positions and wait until I get an opportunity to confidently buy into it. So short-term bearish, long-term bullish, that's the way I'm looking at it. And then let's go on and have a look at the indices. Where is the indicators? Out here. S&P 500 is looking pretty decent. We have a support at 6,938.05. And looking at the way the futures were, this will be the primary support for today. If we break down below this, then the next support for us is at 6,903.41. Now, if you look at NASDAQ, NASDAQ is above. Let me go back and see where NASDAQ is in the futures. NASDAQ futures are at 25,818. 25,818 is where we are. And 25,818 means that we are above the top of this green bar. So this green bar continues to be a support, even though yesterday we were in the same situation. We had broken down below that. But this morning, again, we in the pre-market, we are already up there. So I'm thinking that this is going to perform the role of a support like yesterday. And like yesterday, there's a good probability we could have a red candle if investors lose their nerve about leaving money on the table during the weekend. However, if they decide that's not the case, then I think we have a good chance of closing above this green bar. Let's look at QQQ, which shows a gain of 0.46% in pre-market sessions. And the band of support out here continues to perform the role of a support, starting at 624.11 all the way up to 623.29. So that's going to be the primary support for today. If you recollect, yesterday also we started the same way like we did today, in fact, in a much better position. But we came down and broke down below this level of support. Market sentiment is bearish. MACD is also on top of the signal line for crossing over to the bearish side. And momentum is just above average. So we'll see what happens in the market. Right now it is positively predisposed, but anything can happen. Now, let's go on and have a look at AI. NVDA seems to be emerging back. Yesterday, it started way low, and there was a spike all the way up to 189.63. And then it came back down, forming kind of a bearish candle, even though it is green. I sold off my NVIDIA and booked profits, so I don't have NVIDIA in my books at this point of time. I'm watching it cautiously because I don't know where it's planning to go. Market sentiment continues to be bullish, but MACD is bearish, and momentum is just on top of average. Meta is up 0.28%, but it seems to be overall in a declining trend. And this candle that had been formed earlier seems to give a little bit of a hope that probably we might try to make a turnaround. But I mean, unless things happen, we can't be sure. I think at the very least, we have to have a candle that closes above 628.42 for us to start hoping for something. In any event, there's going to be resistance at 636.59, and there could be some support somewhere around 613.27. Market sentiment is bearish, MACD is bearish, momentum is also below average. Meta is not looking that great. Google, as I said, I'm cautiously optimistic, don't have the guts to invest in it, but a target of 372.55 still seems viable. The bearish market sentiment has improved. MACD is also bullish, momentum is also above average, plenty of room on the RSI. Pre-market, it's up 0.56%. Let us see how it goes. Amazon is up 0.46% in pre-market trades. It will continue to get a resistance at 242.04. It could get a support at 236.63. Apple is down 0.33% in pre-market trades. This is not a clear head and shoulder pattern, but there is this line of diagonal line of support. If we break down below this support and confirm below this support, then I think the next support is going to be 252.24. Let us see how it goes today. Microsoft is down 0.59% as of the last trading day. And this morning, it's slightly up 0.05%. It continues to be at the bottom of this parallel channel. I would like to do a little bit of a dollar cost averaging if we do not break down below this diagonal line of resistance, because we have hit this diagonal line of resistance multiple times. And it has been more than 6 or 7 times. So now the probability of us breaking down below this line is much higher than the probability of bouncing back. So I'm going to watch this carefully. And if we break down, then the next thing I would like to see is, are we confirming this diagonal line as a resistance? If we confirm this as a resistance, then I'm not buying it because there could be further downsides. And we already have a target for Microsoft at 441.82. So I'm not buying anything else, any more tranche of Microsoft until we reach there. It will be dollar cost averaging for me. I have Microsoft at a loss right now on the Canadian side. I will hold on until 441.69 if that happens. However, if we bounce today, then I'm definitely buying a little bit for a short term of 1 to 3 days, so that the little bit of bounce we get, I would like to sell off, because ultimately we're going to come back down again and test the bottom, because we have been going up, testing the top, coming back down, testing the middle, going back up and coming back down. So if we bounce, the next resistance would happen to be at 464.85, which is the midline of this parallel channel. So closer to that, I will sell off. So that's my game plan for Microsoft. Tesla is up 0.44% in pre-market trades. But I think overall we are having a downtrend because this is a bear channel, in my opinion. This is a bear flag and it has broken down on the downside. So if you were to project a bear flag, let us take it from here to be very conservative. This is our bear flag, and if I take it from the point of breakout, then I'm looking at around 389.55 for Tesla. So that is my target, and I'm just going to adjust this. It is 388.94. Oracle is next, and Oracle is up 0.45% in pre-market trades. It still has got support from the diagonal line at 186.73. Resistance at 196.86. AMD is up 2.12% in pre-market trades. Yesterday's trade action was very bearish because the market tried to push it up, but it was firmly pushed back down. There is hardly a body for this candle. So today, I'm going to see what happens. What is encouraging is the higher volumes as compared to the bearish candles histogram. The green histogram is much, much stronger. So I would like to see what happens today, because I don't have a clear idea. There's a gap up as well, and you can see market sentiment is improving rapidly. It's neutral. MACD is absolutely bullish. Momentum is above average, and there is plenty of room on the RSI. So when in doubt, don't do anything. So I'm not doing anything about AMD, and let's look at SMCI, which is up 1.43% in pre-market trades. Today is a moment of truth. Are we going to break out of this diagonal when we have a resistance at 30.21? If we do, that's a different story. And are we going to break down below the support of 28.90? And that's a big question. Momentum is still not above average. So there is not that much of interest in SMCI from a momentum perspective. MACD is still bullish. Market sentiment is also mildly bullish at this point of time. Very close to neutral, but mildly bullish. So no verdict out there. Broadcom is up 1.0%, and as we speak, and it's going to get some support today at 341.67. It will get resistance at 349.64. Palantir is up 0.49%. It has been consolidating a lot today. Yesterday also we opened higher, but we came down. Today also we are opening higher, and market sentiment is bearish. MACD is bearish. Momentum is below average. So I'm thinking today also we are looking at potentially a red candle, which could probably close at somewhere around 175.01. That's what I'm thinking is likely to happen. And our resistance could be somewhere in the region of 180.72. SMH is up 1.31%. Diagonal line of support is going to provide support at 395.08. I don't have any upper limit out there. Tempus AI is up 1.36%. I'm still holding Tempus AI. It is profitable in my books, but I'm holding for much more gains. I'm thinking market sentiment is bullish. MACD is also bullish. Momentum is above average. So there should be opportunity to make some more profits out here. At the same time, I'm very cautious because this candle that we found yesterday is very bearish. A very long candle, a very long wick on the top with a very small body. So I'm thinking that I have to be very careful today. And if things go a little bit south, I'm going to sell off and book my profits. So that's what I'm thinking for Tempus AI. Next, let us go on to Genomics. And in Genomics, Pfizer is what I would like to look at first. Pfizer had a smart improvement yesterday. I welcome that. This morning, it's up again 0.04%. Is it going to breach the neckline of the cup and handle pattern and take us towards 28.17? If it does, then we have multiple resistances that we had to break out of. We'll talk about those things. Market sentiment is now almost neutral. MACD is bullish. Momentum is above average. We have dividend coming up, a dividend of 43 cents. It is not much when you look at the share price. But it's pretty decent. You can't ignore this kind of dividend. 0.43. If you multiply it by 4, that is $1.60. So the yields are pretty good, I think. And this could bring a lot of people to buy it before the dividend date. It's on 23rd of January. So maybe that could get us above this neckline, and then we'll see what happens. So I'm positive on Pfizer. Of course, I have plenty of Pfizer on my Canadian side, and it's all at a loss, but holding it. Prime is down 0.50% in pre-market trade. Are we watching a cup and handle formation? I don't know. We had a target here for a bull flag, and I think it was at 4.59. We don't seem to be making it. We are coming back down again. So right now, I must confess, I don't know what the hell is happening out here. Our head and shoulder pattern has not materialized, and we seem to have a diagonal line of support going on out here. Market sentiment is bullish, MACD is bullish, momentum is dropping rapidly. And pre-market also, it seems to indicate that we are not doing very well. We are down 0.50%. So I'm not that optimistic about Prime today. Intel is up 0.93% pre-market. Resistance at 12.37 and support at 11.85. Right now we're at 11.98. Caribou Biosciences is flat in pre-market trades. Support is going to be at 1.49. Beam Therapeutics is up 0.12% in pre-market trade. We have met our target of 34.69. Now I'm looking for a new pattern formation. Right now I don't have a good pattern to talk about, so I'm going to watch what's happening. Autoimmune is up 0.47%. I welcome the growth out here, and I'm looking at a resistance of 4.40 and a support at around 4.15. Yesterday was a doji candle with a wide body, so a bit of indecision, and this morning seems to be a bit promising. Market sentiment is improving even though it is still bearish. MACD is pretty good, and momentum is just at average. Maybe today we get the push to go above average on the momentum. So with momentum and MACD on the side, I think that we should see market sentiment improving a little bit. Editas has got no trades in pre-market session. It still has a lot of support at 1.95. It will have resistance at 2.22. Illumina is up 0.01%. It is forming a bullish pennant out here. In my opinion, let me take this. And let me take this one from here. So this is the pennant I'm looking at, and the probability of us breaking out on the upside is higher than breaking out on the downside. We had a target of 151.74. We came very close to it, but didn't quite catch up to it. So there is still a possibility that we might make an attempt to touch 152.24. That can coincide with a breakout from this pennant. So that's what I'm thinking is happening with Illumina. Overall, market sentiment is bullish. MACD is also bullish. Momentum is also above average. CRISPR Therapeutics is up 0.68%. It's at 54.58 in pre-market. Support at 53.16. And resistance at 56.37, and Allogene is flat in pre-market trades, and we were looking at a target of 2.19, but right now we seem to be forming a bull flag, and I'm hoping that this is a bull flag. If you want to have a look at what the bull flag is, this is the length of the flagpole. I'm just going to pull this to the side so that we don't confuse it. This is the length of the flagpole. We are almost close to 50%. If we fall below 50%, I would not consider that as a bull flag anymore. However, we'll still get support from the neckline to bounce back. I'm watching this right now. I don't have anything to say about it. Grade is up 0.31% in pre-market trades. It will still get support at 93.96 and resistance at 105.20. Now, if we look at PACB, PACB is down 1.28% in pre-market trades. It will get support at 2.14. ARCG is up 0.31% in pre-market trades. We have a cup and handle target of 37.2. I'm hoping that it is forming some kind of a bullish pattern out here. Market sentiment is bullish, MACD is bullish, momentum is above average. It's a question of wait and watch. And let us go on to look at Vertex. Vertex is flat in pre-market trades, but it has already breached the diagonal line of support, and it's looking very bearish to me, and it's likely to get the next support at somewhere around 433.64. Ginkgo Bioworks is up 0.84% in pre-market trades. It's going to get support at 9.37. Let us look at Precision, which is up 0.48% in pre-market trades. It's again fallen below the diagonal line of support out here of the bullish pennant. So it's all over the place. I'm just going to retire this bullish pennant. It's no longer a bullish pennant, so there is no point looking at all those targets. So I have removed them all. And what I'm saying now is that I don't know what the heck is happening out here. We'll check it out later on and learn something in the process. Eli Lilly is firmly back into the regression channel, and we will have a resistance at 1057, and we'll definitely have a lot of support somewhere around 1007. Right now we are at 1030. Ultragenics is the next one. It has got no trades in pre-market session. It has got a resistance at 34.68. And oh, that was the wrong place to look at. Yeah, so here we are. We dropped significantly. And now we have a situation where we are forming, I think, some kind of a bullish pennant out here. I'm going to wait and watch a little more because all the market indicators are bearish except for the MACD, which shows a good sign of improvement. It's almost on top of the signal line, ready to become bullish. Pre-market, there are no trades, so I don't know what the market is looking like today. So I don't have much to talk about in terms of Ultragenics. I'm going to look at Rocket because I have Rocket and I'm holding on to it. I'm buying a little more today. In the pre-market, I placed the order because I think we have a bull flag target of 25.17, which is an interim step on the way to the cup and handle target of 26.89. I'm pretty bullish on a Rocket. I'm already profitable. I'm trying to increase the profits that I can get from here. So that's the status. Now let's go on to currencies. Currencies, where are you? Bitcoin USD. Bitcoin USD has been unable to break through 97,119.23, which continues to be a resistance for today. And for today, our support is going to be 92,906.97. Right now, we are down 0.06%. So I'm hoping that based on the bullish market sentiment, bullish MACD, and significantly high momentum, we should be able to turn back and test our resistance of 97,119.23 once again today. Am I going to buy into it? No, not yet. But it looks promising. That's what I would say. So friends, with that, I would like to bring the session to an end, and I'll catch up with you again in the next one. Bye for now.